Saviors, and welcome. My name is Seivar24, and today I'm going to be doing another reaction video. Now, as you can see here, I am going to be doing a reaction to ScrewAttack and one of their epic death battles, where they combine one of two different characters from different complete universes with similar capabilities and try to see as to who would win in a battle to the death. In this particular video, they're going to be throwing in the fight of the Silver Samurai from the X-Men series versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder. Now, I have absolutely no idea as to how this is going to go. This video is going to be 18-minute long, and I am going to have to skip a lot of the advertisement, which will shorten the video, but I'm also not affiliated with those advertisements, so I'm not sure if it'll be, like, legitimized if I have them in the video, so I'm just going to cut those out real quick. Now, I have seen ScrewAttack's other videos, like a lot of their other videos, and I didn't even really think about reacting to this stuff until somebody suggested it a long time ago, and then I didn't kind of think about it, so I watched the TJ combo versus the Balrog fight without reacting to it, and oh my gosh, was that a brutal boxing match. That was actually really good, and I mean, they've all been pretty good, but that one was brutal and insane, and it was great. They've all been insane, brutal, and great, with one of them in particular being Pinkie Pie versus Deadpool, which was absolutely uncanny and absolutely hilarious. But this one is just going to be an absolute slaughterhouse, and I can't wait to see as to what kind of capabilities the Silver Samurai and the Shredder have. And who could possibly win in the death battle. But the whole thing about this is that if you don't know what the ScrewAttack is, basically it's these two guys constantly go over the skills, moves, and abilities of the two characters that they pair against each other in order to see who could possibly win in a death match. They compare every last possible aspect against them, and then when they finally get towards the revealing as to who actually won, they will explain it as well. There's usually like some sort of finite detail that they don't quite mention at first, but they do mention every last possible aspect. It's fantastic, and I don't want to delay this video any longer, so let's just go ahead and get to the video and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, death battle.
Hundreds of years ago, the samurai and the ninja battled across Japan, and these two fascinating ways of combat have been at odds ever since.
The Shredder, the sharp and shiny arch-villain of the Ninja
Why is it
Turtles.
the Shredder? He's just Shredder.
And Silver Samurai, the mutant swordsman who can slice through anything.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Looks like they're going to be using, like, pixelated graphics.
Beneath the streets of New York City, a secret battle wages between four humanoid turtles and a ninja covered in blades known as the Shredder.
A kitchen utensil?
Many legends surround
Right?
the Shredder's origins. Some say he's the reincarnation of an ancient Japanese warrior. Some say he's an alien disguised as a man. And some say he's a bumbling idiot who sounds like Uncle Phil.
But I don't want to conquer this place. I want to conquer Earth. Either way, every legend agrees on one thing. He's an absolute badass.
Before he was called the Shredder, he was Oroku Saki, a member of the Japanese ninjutsu Foot Clan. He trained alongside his rival, Hamato Yoshi.
They weren't just rivals in martial arts, but in the search for love as well. They both pined for the lovely lady Tang Shen, but unfortunately for our future Shredder, she only had eyes for Yoshi. Hamato Yoshi, not the dinosaur. That'd be weird.
That would be
Jealous,
very weird.
Oroku Saki attacked Yoshi, but in his rage, accidentally struck down Tang Shen.
Yeah,
Leaving Yoshi and his beloved for dead, Saki took over the Foot Clan and began a worldwide crime spree under his new name.
Now you face the Shredder.
You know, I wonder, did he mean to name himself after a cheese grater? Speaking of which, if his armor didn't make it obvious enough, Shredder's got a weird spike fetish. This guy's got him all over his legs, arms, shoulders, even
everywhere.
That headpiece, the Kuro Kabuto, is a relic passed down through the Foot Clan for over 1,500 years.
Jeez, that's a long
from the
time.
totems of the clan's defeated enemies, it was formed into an alloy that's stronger than steel. Plus, it just looks awesome.
Obviously, his armor is also a kick-ass weapon, and he can cut anyone down with the Tekko Kage claws on his wrists.
Which
He likes his
literally
claws.
translates to back of the hand hooks.
Perfect for backhanding. It doesn't cover all that much, but he needs freedom of movement because, you know, he's a ninja. Plus, would you want to get anywhere near a guy covered in razors?
You got the point there. I wouldn't.
Ninjutsu is comprised of 18 separate disciplines,
Oh my
and Shredder
gosh.
is a master of all of them. This includes
Really?
stealth, espionage, pyrotechnics, horsemanship, and plenty of weaponry.
Yeah, like
Oh,
swords,
jeez.
spears, bow staves, and throwing weapons. But it's not like he needs them anyway. He's skilled in unarmed combat,
Oh
too.
yeah, he's.
Now a master of his craft, the Shredder led the Foot Clan to New York City.
Where he found out Hamato Yoshi wasn't quite as dead as he thought.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, Yoshi had transformed into a rat person and was raising 4 adolescent genetically altered shinobi.
Really? Is that how
But
the
that's
origins
another story
actually went to?
altogether. With his hatred reinvigorated, the Shredder swore to end his lifelong enemy once and for all.
Every time Shredder fought these Ninja Turtles, he proved why he's the leader of the Foot Clan. I mean, he's strong enough to tear through steel shipping containers with his claws, chop down trees in one sword swing, and throw around mutants several times his size like they're nothing.
One such mutant, Leatherhead, weighs well over
Oh my
300
gosh.
pounds.
Alright, I know that's the official weight according to some toy, but look at him! Compared to the Turtles, he should weigh half a ton.
Either way, the Shredder survived Leatherhead chomping down on his midsection. The femur, the strongest bone in the human body, breaks at a pressure of about 1,700 pounds per square inch. A normal, unmutated American alligator can bite with a force of nearly 3,000 psi. And Leatherhead's
Jeez.
bite is surely stronger.
Meaning Shredder should have split in half. But nope, he was back up kicking some leather butt.
Of course he
literally 5
was, for
seconds
some
later.
odd
The
reason.
Shredder is a cunning strategist and talented warrior. He's fought 8 mutants in combat all at once, disarming every single one of them. What's more, while intimidating an Italian mob boss and his bodyguards, he did this. The most well-trained human eyes are capable of detecting movements occurring in 1/220th of a second.
He is able to move pretty
meaning
quick in order
Shredder's
to cut
slash
that
could
stuff
have been
without
even
it.
faster than that.
But sometimes Shreds needs just a bit more juice to get the job done. Literally, when you see him crack open a green one, he's not doing it to hang out with the boys.
In
Oh,
times
no.
of desperation, Shredder is known to resort to risking it all by consuming mutagen.
Transforming him into Super Shredder.
Super
Break all of it. It's a super shredder.
While this form has
course.
given him different enhancements in different
Oh,
iterations,
jeez.
it usually grants him immense strength, inhuman durability, and even teleportation and the power to shoot lightning.
You know, that's probably because mutagen's not an exact science and it's bound to get random at times.
That's true,
That
Boomstick.
could
I
be.
did a science.
I wouldn't argue with that fact. What do I
Well,
know?
he's toughed out a sword shattering against his skin and even falling around 1,000 feet onto a steel beam. Man, you'd
Oh.
think this guy would never lose anything, ever. But you'd also be super wrong.
Shredder has his fair share of downsides. This includes a weakness to garbage trucks,
Oops.
newborn infants,
They're babies!
the power of music,
I hate
a strange
What is
fascination with
this?
eating his enemies,
Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
and wood.
Jeez, were the 90s always this stupid?
Thankfully,
yeah.
despite his failures, the Shredder keeps getting back up, faster, stronger, and much more terrifying.
Every time. Just why?
True battle starts now!
He is no joke.
In feudal Japan, a samurai wasn't your typical bodyguard. He was trained in the art of war and would only serve the elite upper class. Honor was the samurai's currency.
But for the Silver Samurai, Kenoichiro Harada, currency was just regular money, because that shit's useful.
Born into the Yashida clan, Harada was the son of a powerful Yakuza crime lord. Unfortunately, he could never inherit his father's empire for himself, because he was born illegitimately. A bastard.
Oh, no.
Wait, no need to
Bastard
throw
child.
insults around, Wiz.
No, the literal definition of Move on.
Wiz's judgment aside, without a clear future, Harada decided to, well, become a samurai, because why not? They're pretty cool, right?
Unfortunately, the way of the samurai no longer had a place in the present. Harada knew that in a world full of absurd superpowers, he would need to dedicate his life to the art in a way never seen before.
he wouldn't just be a samurai, he'd be a silver samurai.
Yep.
Blinged out like Exhibit's rims, he picked up on a few fighting styles. Not too many. Just Bajutsu, the art of horseback, Bujutsu, military strategy, Eijutsu, the sword-based quick draw, Tato Jutsu, knife fighting, Ninjutsu, being sneaky, Kyujutsu, which is archery, and, well, Jujutsu and Karate Do, which are both forms of unarmed combat.
Karate
How many
Do.
more jutsus do you think he can fit in his brain? I didn't even know there were that many.
At least one more, Kenjutsu, the art of Japanese sword fighting. After all, what's a samurai without a katana at his side?
Dead. That's what. In order to keep living, he had to get really good with swinging that sword.
Luckily for Harada, he soon learned he had one of those absurd superpowers for himself.
Yep, he's a mutant.
Now who's being insensitive? Harada has the ability to generate a tachyon field. With it, he can enhance his sword, allowing it to slice through almost anything.
Oh,
Even
jeez.
ghosts!
In real life, tachyonic fields are hypothetical particles with mass, which travel faster than light. A definition which may explain how Harada's cutting ability works.
So
Uh-huh.
he uses his power on sharp objects. Well, that's too bad for everybody in Silver Samurai's way, because
Yep.
he carries a lot of them. He's got throwing knives and shuriken ninja stars on hand for long-range attacks. And of course, he always carries that katana.
He's wielded many different swords, including the legendary Muramasa blade. However,
The
he's not
Muramasa,
too
huh?
picky about what kind of sword he carries.
With his power, any blade Harada carries instantly becomes one of the most dangerous swords on the planet.
Harada has one
Combine that
more
with
trick up his sleeve, a teleportation ring. With it, he
Of
can
course he
warp
would.
around the battlefield for unexpected strikes, and it makes for a good getaway.
Though he almost lost it once to John Belushi. You know, the guy from Saturday Night Live? Jocelyn told me about it once. It was weird.
After years of hard work,
Okay.
Harada was truly a masterful warrior. However, he still struggled to defeat one opponent,
Wolverine.
the Wolverine.
Who killed his dad and got engaged to his sister. Ah, the shame combo. Oh, and she was next in line to rule the Yashida clan. Man, a triple.
Needless to say, a little myth.
Jeez.
Harada challenged his own sister for the right to run the clan. And he won! After she was poisoned by an unrelated third party.
Sometimes life just works out, Wiz.
I guess a win's a win, and that wouldn't be his last one. He's incredibly deadly in battle. He's so fast he deflects bullets with his sword.
Oh, jeez,
and once
that's
even sliced a
ridiculous.
speeding bullet completely in half. In this instance, the gunman was standing 15 feet away when he fired the bullet at approximately 1,400 feet per second. This
That's
means
a
that
pretty
Silver
quick
Samurai was
reaction
able
time.
to reach for his sword and accurately cleave the bullet in two in just over 1/100th of a second.
That is
Even
a
if he didn't
really
chop
fast
it in
reaction
half,
time.
His armor is totally bulletproof. Shoot, it even let him survive a friggin' building falling on top of him. But
Jeez.
without his armor, he survived taking a sword straight through the lung and getting run over by a car from the f***ing Jetsons.
He's no slouch
Jetsons.
on the battlefield either. He's knocked Spider-Man unconscious,
Oh, wow.
shaken off hits from Cannonball, and even defeated Spider-Woman in combat. At one point, he was dogpiled by Daredevil, She-Devil, along with a cheetah and a panther, together likely weighing over 600 pounds in total. And he threw
Jeez.
them all off in one big push.
And he's always fighting with his #1 rival,
The
Wolverine.
Wolverine, yeah.
Speaking of which, while some may boast that Harada is the greatest swordsman in the world, Wolverine's frequently proven to be his better.
Yeah, he may be good with his blade, but his battle strategy isn't quite as sharp. Also, his bulletproof armor doesn't cover everything, as seen here.
Well, even that was merciful compared to what happened when he went up against the 4 Black Samurai.
Oh,
Although Harada
what?
defeated them all against impossible odds, he ultimately succumbed to his wounds.
And when he arrived in Hell, Harada met the devil, who promptly killed him again by cutting off his head and smashing
course
his
he
corpse
would.
into mush with a soul-destroying sword the size of a school bus.
Wow.
Damn. Never let it be said the Silver Samurai isn't hardcore.
Last chance, Harada. Yield. The Silver Samurai yields to no man.
You would think with that kind of a
Alright, the
power,
combatants
he'd be
are
able to
set.
cut through
Let's end this
Wolverine's
debate
metal.
once and for all.
Here we go. On to the death battle. Clearing out a battlefield, are we? Oh, the Foot Clan. They're gonna get their asses handed to them easily. And there's the fight we're waiting for.
Match for the Shredder.
Fight! Already starting off with that, not even like going to weigh in his opponent. And pretty quick on their feet, ain't they? And now that Shredder's just hopping over the trees, Silver Samurai's just cutting through them. Throw off the cape. Who needs a cape? Spook bomb. They always seem evenly matched, but when it comes down to the end, there's always some trick up somebody's sleeve. They are, like, dedicatedly strong together. Ooh! He is not done yet. And now it's time for the Super Shredder. Ow! Cut down that lightning bolt like it's nothing. Now the forest is on fire. Of course it's on fire! KO! Jeez, talk about ruthless. I had a feeling Shredder was the winner
Shredder
on
would
that
go
one.
far if he took up darts.
Both Shredder and Silver Samurai were incredibly tough, capable of withstanding tremendous amounts of pain. Harada's armor may have been tougher, but it had plenty of exposed weak points which a fighter as precise as Shredder could exploit.
Silver Samurai could throw around 600 pounds of people and cats, which is technically stronger than anything Shredder's done. But Shredhead's handled equally mighty mutants plenty of times, like Leatherhead.
While the Silver Samurai's teleportation ring did make him harder to track, he's always preferred to use it as a means of escaping a battle, not really engaging in one. Even when he did use it during combat, his moves were often predicted by more experienced opponents.
This guy likes to come at me from behind. Yeah! Just trying out one of your tricks, Tin Man.
Given Shredder's talents and history, it's reasonable to believe he could do the same.
Still, with Harada's Tachyon blade and Shredder's ninja precision, they only needed to land one fatal hit to finish the fight. So the real question was, who could land the killing blow first?
Silver Samurai's best speed feat, slicing an incoming bullet, clocked in at 1/100th of a second.
So what about
Shredder's
that little
faster
thing
than
right
eyesight
there?
feat measured at 4,000ths, making him over 2 times faster than Harada. To be blunt, Shredder's fastest known attack was quicker than Harada's fastest known defense, proving that Shredder could deal a killing blow first.
Or, you know, he could just turn into Super Shredder and beat the shit out of him. I mean, Super Shredder can lift and throw a giant oil tanker like it's a beach ball at a rave.
Those things are
That's
heavy.
probably heavier than 600 pounds of people and cats.
Looks like Shredder was too much for Silver to tacky on.
The winner is the
Haha,
Shredder.
tacky on. Alright, so there you have it. That was the battle between Shredder and the Silver Samurai. Very epic little fight and absolutely menacing characters to just try to throw down at each other. But ultimately, Shredder was the victor. His skill, speed, overall capabilities were just too much for the Silver Samurai to handle. His capabilities were just a little bit on the predictable side, and more so than it was on Shredder's. And he's just absolute. And in comparison to what Shredder has access to, his fighting styles are uncannily overpowered. He knows so much martial art fighting style, including archery and other kind of abilities. But he just he knew way too much in order for the Silver Samurai to truly take on. That being said, it was a pretty good fight. They always have been really good at making the fights rather interesting. I think the favorite fight I've seen on them so far was Bayonetta versus Dante. That one was truly epic. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that one showcased so much versatility from between the two of them, but the end results will, you know, the end results always end the same, with one being better than the other by a certain degree. That being said, this was really fun, but we're still not quite done because we have yet to see who could possibly be up next.
Not even you can prevent this.
What? Wait, what? Smokey versus McGruff? Smokey the Bear versus McGruff. I'm kind of confused on that one. Okay, well, as for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at that. That is a rather interesting little fight, and I'm not even sure as to what? Like, what? What? Like, what? What? That's an oddball fight I've never seen. If anything, I was just not expecting that one at all. I was expecting, like, a serious fight, like, bouting kind of thing. Kind of like the, like, Bane and Venom, or, like, just like Android 16 versus, what is her name? It's like, I don't remember what her name is. I wasn't too big into comics when I was growing up, but I learned a lot from my dad. Anyways, that is going to have to be everything for now. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Leave a comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care, Saviors!